Good morning.
Good morning.
Right, so for anyone that doesn't know you, which may be a few people,
Yep, I should think so.
Only recently started, can you introduce yourself and say which department you're in and what you do?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Abbe Smith. I am the new Group Finance Director. Very new. This is literally week 3. I think I'm on day 11, something like that, 12. So I've come in obviously to look at the finances, but Finance Director for me is not all finances. It's also about how can I work with the whole of the company, the heads of departments, things like that, just to streamline, make things efficient. You know, how can I make everybody's life a bit easier and pull things together? And that's me as a role, yeah.
That sounds great. Streamlining everything, making efficient, is that in the way things flow?
Yes.
The way
Everything.
money flows?
Yeah. So, yeah, I said to you earlier, I'm a bit of a listener, so I'm hearing stuff and I'm getting the impression that departments can be a bit more communicative with people in terms of how they feed into each other, the consequences of what each other are doing and how they can bounce off each other. And it's also just really great to talk to each other so that people understand what everyone is doing in their own roles, like to a certain extent. And that is going to streamline, it's going to make people's jobs faster, easier, morale obviously is going to be up because everybody's happy. And yeah,
went
in
slightly
terms of
melodic
finances, then. It's going to save you money as well.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
My ears are picked up. You went slightly melodic then. But also that's the point of these podcasts. Actually, to play its small little role for people to get to hear what other people do, see what other people do that they may not see, because we're in so many different sites now. Quite a few of us. Long gone are the days where there's 6 of us in my living room.
I bet,
Although on this episode, you're the person that the closest since start that we're doing these podcasts, and I've got Matt Davis on later, who somehow always gets a mention. Who's the longest employee?
Yes, I have met Matt downstairs. Yes, I have.
1996.
Wow.
In my living room.
Yeah. But I can still feel that sort of family vibe.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, it's obviously a massive company with a really big turnover, but it has still got that personal attachment to it. I can feel it, yeah.
That's good. Well, that's part of the reasons I wanted to do this, trying to reach out to people that perhaps I wouldn't necessarily reach out to or wouldn't necessarily come across in my everyday sort of work. Great. So, obviously, you've only been here for a few weeks, so it's probably a bit unfair to ask, is there anything particularly that you're super proud of what you've done? Who knows? I mean, actually, what you just said about sitting and listening, that's pretty cool, and your goal. But I mean, outside of this, if there isn't anything here in your work career, is there anything that you've been super proud of that you've worked with your teams with?
Do you know what? There's loads that I'm proud of, and I mean that in a modest way. But one thing I will say, I'm really proud of my team already. So literally from day one, I've come in and they, 1, can't have been more welcoming. 2, they don't hesitate at all to give me any of their free time, make time for me, show me around. There's a couple of names that I could mention in particular. I think we all know it's going to be John Paul.
Yeah.
But do you know what? All of them individually have been absolutely great, really friendly, showing me the ropes. Yeah, can't fault them at all.
And some of our longest members of staff actually, that there you mentioned John Paul, Christine, David. Sorry for anyone else I haven't mentioned, but some really long-standing.
Yeah, you've got a
people.
really solid team.
Yeah.
Honestly, all of them are really, really good individually. So I've got one-to-ones with all of them if I haven't had that already, as well as the whole, listening to what's going on. So I'm starting to pull it all together in terms of who does what. And again, how those processes overlap. Yeah. And can we make their lives a bit easier? How does that feed into ops? How does that feed into finance, HR,
it isn't just, what you're saying is that your role is not just looking at the finance, it's
not at all.
It's the integration with everything from receiving claims,
Yeah, I call it a customer journey. If I can follow something from start to finish, so say we had a claim in fact go even a step further, sales, leads, conversion, all the way, if you can follow it all the way through and get under the hood, this is just how I work as a person. If I know how it works and how it unfolds, that's when I can add the strategic input and I start to connect the dots, ideas start popping out.
Okay. Yeah. Have you met Rob Stewart yet?
No.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I have. Sorry, Rob. I have. Rob is brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, so we have already said that he's got data that I could use. Yeah. We could get data that he could use. So absolutely bounce off each other. So we're trying to get a meeting in, but it's just not worked out yet. So we will. Yeah.
I just thought from when you were saying from the start of sales.
So I've said, can I come and sit with you?
Amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, great. Okay. So, obviously, in this industry, and I know actually you haven't immediately come from this industry. Yeah. But obviously I know a little bit about your background. So I know you started in this industry. But when most people, when they set out to do their job, they end up in a job. They don't set out as a kid or a teenager think that's what I want to do. I know I didn't. I wanted to be a estate agent.
Oh wow! Okay.
That story's been told many a time here. So a 1985 estate agent in North London. I was, and a ponytail.
Oh, you actually tried it?
I was, I had a ponytail and a convertible XR3i.
Definitely not. I can't picture the ponytail. Sorry.
It was 1986, 87. What do you mean you can't picture the ponytail? I also had a brick as a phone, but anyway, that's me. So
I remember those days.
Yeah. So what is it? My question is to you. What, is this what you dreamed of?
Absolutely.
Insurance,
look at
claims?
me. Look at where I am. God, I just did the whole classic. I'd always wanted to be a vet. And I've got two young girls, 8 and 11, and they are going through exactly the same. Like all of us as a family, whether it comes from me, is it nature, nurture, I don't know, just animal crazy. Whether it's a wasp's nest outside the window or a sausage dog puppy, whatever it is, I just love animals, but very quickly realised that there's no way I could see them in distress. Vet not for me. Plus also actually it takes longer to qualify as a vet than it does as an accountant. So,
yeah. Oh really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
My daughter's exactly the same. She talked about she's 8 because I've got an 8 and a 12-year-old.
Oh, so same.
And I've got a 28 and a 29-year-old as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So not quite the same. And 2 grandkids.
On tap.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. But one of them's got 2 kids, so I'm granddad as well. But anyway, that's another story. But Scarlett is the same. She absolutely loves animals, and she said she would never be a vet because she couldn't watch them die.
No, and my girls are saying the same now. If I said, there's so much you can do. You can be animal trainer. They've got all these behaviouralists, and there's just everything is just so innovative these days in terms of job progression and job opportunities. It's totally different to what we had.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Technology opens doors for a huge amount of different industries. If you're enjoying this episode so far, we're looking for guests to jump into the hot seat right there and have a chat. Find the contacts here, there, here. Okay, so again, this question may not be that relevant, but it may be applied to something else because I know you've only just stepped foot back into the industry.
Yeah.
So the question is, if you had a magic wand, what would you change about the industry? And then if you can't answer that, what would you just change anyway?
Okay, fine. Oh, yeah, I can definitely answer that. So, I mean, obviously I'm a consumer as well. I buy insurance. Yeah. So, we've got pet insurance, we've got travel insurance, house, you name it, we've got it. Oh God, that's such a good question. So, do you know what I noticed yesterday as well? Having a look around Synergy Cloud, because I got on for the first time, I'm having a look around the dashboard, and there's obviously a heading called complaints.
Yep.
So I've clicked in, being nosy, like I said, I'm a watcher, I watch quietly, and I'm reading through all these complaint notes, and I reckon at least 80 to 90% of them were a misinterpretation of cover.
Okay.
And that must be so time consuming as a business, as well as like the guys on the floor having to deal with those unhappy customers. It's just not a nice job to have to do. And as a insurance purchaser, having worked in the industry 20 years ago, I knew a little bit about reading and interpreting insurance policies, but so often people just don't know how to interpret those policies. And I find it's really unfair in some circumstances. I think it could be a lot more transparent in terms of, right, this is what you're actually buying and this is the cover that you're going to get. Because I think when people do insurance searches, they go, oh, I'll just go for the cheaper one because all insurance policies are the same, right?
Yeah.
But they're not. And if I could change that process and give consumers more transparency and a little bit more learning around it, hey, who knows, we could even do it with technology.
Yeah, for sure.
Would be, that would be my first go-to.
I mean, it's a great answer, and I think there's so much truth in that. I mean, my go-to place now when I get a contract is to chuck it through ChatGPT and give me an exec summary. Not at work, at home. I'm talking about my personal stuff. I had a guest on here who was talking about. They gave me a reference about before ChatGPT was around. I think it was like in the 90s. These contracts that you get through on apps, no one ever read, and in one of these contracts, it was like, if you call this number, the first person to call this number will get, I can't remember what he said, like $10,000 or something.
And
it took like 8 or 9 years before someone actually claimed that money.
God damn it!
But you see, that wouldn't happen now because like so there must be a very simple way of fixing that if a consumer can do that. So it's good. It's a good magic wand to have.
Yeah, well, especially if it feeds back into the business and makes life easier. For the guys dealing with the claims and.
Yeah, because it's already it's a stressful time for a customer, isn't it? And there's that sort of tension straight away. Will they pay my claim? Are they trying to get out of it? And and actually, working with insurers, they actually do want to play a claim that's relevant, right? No insurer that we've ever worked with has gone out of their way not to pay a claim. It's just whether it's covered under those terms, and so it does boil down to just making sure that those terms are clearer. Yeah,
I mean, it might even be a simple, different way of looking at it is you are signing a contract.
Exactly.
And a lot of people don't see it like that. They see it as, I'm buying a product. And maybe just changing the terminology would make people read into it differently.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah. Oh, thanks very much.
You're welcome.
Oh no, we've got one more thing. So there's a really random question in there.
Oh really? I thought you were going to offer me a coffee. So am I picking one out?
Yeah, and we're both answering it.
Oh really?
And I'm dyslexic, so I get paranoid about reading that I don't know what's in there, but they're really daft.
Oh gosh, if you could have dinner with any fictional character, who would it be? Oh wow. Okay. Any fictional
character. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. I'm waiting for you to go first.
Are you?
Yeah. However, I'll tell you what, I'm going to answer that right now because...
Are you going to go deep?
I'm going to go really deep. So I'm going to go maybe Batman, simply because... now this may air before or may after, but the Customer Service Week is coming up, and apparently I volunteered to be a superhero.
Of course you did, yeah.
And I could do with some manly advice, basically, about how to look manly in a Batman suit. That's my answer. That's my deep.
So not very deep. You're worried about what you're going to look like.
I'm buying you time for your answer.
Of course. Do you know what I would have said, because I was thinking the superhero thing. No, I'm not going to go deep. I don't know why Paddington Bear just popped into my mind. I really don't know.
We'll go with that.
Peru City. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I told you they were crazy, right?
Anyway, and so we're used to doing this stuff with our girls, right?
Yeah, well, I've one girl and one boy.
One girl, one boy. Okay.
Well, actually, one boy, one girl, one boy, one girl.
Oh, nice.
Because I've got 4 of them.
Yeah.
And that goes through to the grandkids as well.
Yeah.
In that order.
Pattern.
Actually, the one thing we used to do with the girls, I bet, K-pop demon hunters, yeah?
Oh, don't even. And do you know what is even worse? It's my youngest daughter coming up, and I love baking. Baking is my outlet, and so I do all the birthday cakes. Google K-pop demon hunters cake, and it's like a life-size. And I'm like, no.
I've been Googling K-pop demon Halloween costumes. And like no one, unless they've got like a daughter between 7 or 12, is going to know what we're talking about. But all those categories will know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like as much as I hate dancing and singing, I'm tempted just to get up and do a soda pop song, but just because it's in my head, but I'm not going to. I think we should end this.
Yeah, quit while we're ahead.